That's quiz. Question number 1 is worth 10 points. Question: a scorner, according...
Yellow, 1.
Interruption.
According to Proverbs chapter 13, verse 1, heareth not what? Rebuke?
Time.
That is correct. You use most of the time. I'll just use the rest of it. Question number 2 is a quotation question worth 10 points. Question: quote Proverbs chapter 2, verse 13.
Yellow, 1.
Interruption.
Verse 13, who lead the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness?
That is correct. Question 3 worth 10 points. Question: Proverbs chapter 31, verse 12 says, she...
Red, 2.
Interruption.
She will do him what? Good and not evil?
That is correct. Question 4 worth 10 points. Question: Proverbs chapter 12, verse 16 mentions a...
Red, 1.
Interruption.
Fools what? Wrath?
That is incorrect. The interrupted question will be reread for Wisconsin without interruption. Question: Proverbs chapter 12, verse 16 mentions a prudent what?
Yellow, 2.
A prudent man?
That is correct. Question number 5 worth 10 points. Question: Proverbs chapter 3, verse 10 mentions new...
Yellow, 2.
Interruption.
New what? Wine?
That is correct. Question 6 is worth 10 points. Question: Proverbs chapter 24, verse 34 says, as one...
Red, 2.
Interruption.
That what? Traveleth?
That is correct. 20-point questions. Question number 7 is a quotation question worth 20 points. Question: quote verse 12 of Proverbs chapter...
Red, 2.
Interruption.
Proverbs chapter 13. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick, but when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life.
That is incorrect. The interrupted quotation question will be reread for Wisconsin without interruption. Question: quote verse 12 of Proverbs chapter 23.
Yellow, 2.
Apply thine heart unto instruction, and thine ears to the words of knowledge.
Time.
That is correct.
Contest.
Okay, contest. Ohio, 60 seconds. Save my button. I got my last one in my pocket. Who's what's his name? So I don't give this away this time. I'll give it to him.
Contest withdrawn.
Time.
Just withdrawn. Question number 8 is a two-part question worth 20 points. Question. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23 records.
Read 1.
Interruption.
Keep what? With what? Keep thy heart with all diligence.
That is correct. Question number 9 is a quotation completion question worth 20 points. Question. Let.
Yellow 1.
Interruption.
Let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee.
That is incorrect. The interrupted quotation completion question will be reread for Ohio without interruption. Question. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee.
Read 1.
Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck. Write them upon the table of thine heart.
That is correct. Okay, we have a contest. Wisconsin, 60 seconds. Brother Zemansky. Give that to Lana. That's first off. Yes, first. That's withdrawn. Question number 10 is a two-part question worth 20 points. Question. According to Proverbs chapter 17, verse 9, he that...
Yellow 2.
Interruption.
He that covereth what? Seeketh what? He that covereth the transgression seeketh love.
That is correct. Question 11 is worth 20 points. Time out, 60 seconds, Ohio.
Time.
Question number 11 is worth 20 points. Question. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 20.
Read 1.
Interruption.
Verse 29 says, say not, I will do what? I will do so to him as he hath done to me. I will render to the man according to his work.
Time.
That is incorrect. The interrupted question will be reread for Wisconsin without interruption. Question. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 29 records, say not what?
Yellow 2.
Say not, I will do so to him as he hath done to me. I will render to the man according to his work.
That is correct. Question number 12 is a two-part question worth 20 points. Question. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 3 says, to do.
Read 2.
Interruption.
To do what is more acceptable to the Lord than what? Justice and judgment than sacrifice?
That is incorrect. The interrupted two-part question will be reread for Wisconsin without interruption. Question. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 3 says, to do how many things, and what are these things?
Yellow 2.
To do justice and judgment. There are two.
That is correct. Six correct. Well, we have to contest first. 60 seconds for Ohio. Contest. Ohio.
Time.
Contest with John.
This we're done?
We have Margaret with 5 correct on ours.
I have 6. Do you have 6, Mark?
I have 6 also.
Yes, I have 6.
And
That's 6 correct for Margaret.
6 correct for Margaret. Let's give Margaret a hand. I'm out, Wisconsin, 60 seconds.
I should have called the timer before. Hey, it's okay. We gotta keep our composure. There's 3 questions left. They're not gonna hit them at all. They're gonna be read out. Okay?
Just in case we have a
Yes, they're gonna be read out. You need to try to get these for your scoring average. Okay? Because she can't make alternative. You gotta fight through it so that just answer these correctly. They might jump. Something might happen. They could get a 5-point foul or something too. You never know. Okay? Well, it's everybody. All 4 of us had something to do with that. Okay? All right. We just had a bad quiz in the 20s. Okay? They could still get a 5-point foul here. You never know. Okay? So get these accurate. So
Time.
they're gonna be read out.
30-point questions. Question number 13 is a cross-reference two-part question worth 30 points. Question. How many verses of study contain the word proud, and what are these verses?
Read 1.
There are 2. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 17, and Proverbs chapter 16, verse 19.
Time.
Yeah. That is correct. Question number 14 is a 3-part question worth 30 points. Question. As stated in Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10, who runneth where and is what?
Read 1.
The righteous runneth into it safe.
That is correct.
Time out, please.
Time out, 60 seconds, Ohio. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You can hit it at the very end.
Yeah, I got 6-2.
It's 4. Got it. Might as well do it.
All right. Proud of you, all right? Hey, man, emotions are high, all right? You see basketball players crying at the end of a basketball game. I have no problem with that.
Just nail this last question.
No,
Hey, congratulate them, all right? They congratulated you. They won too, so, all right? Give them a hug, you know? Awesome. I mean, you guys are two awesome players, toe-to-toe, right? I mean, pounding away at it. Two boxers just beating each other up, right?
Time.
Question number 15 is worth 30 points. Question, kindness. Locate the verse of study that contains this word.
Red, 1.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 26.
And that is correct. And this quiz is closed. Let's give Ohio and Wisconsin a hand. Ohio is our second place team. Wisconsin is our national champion team. They won't get there. They're going to get up here for a little while.